back in Week 8, the Panthers dominated their first matchup against the Falcons. Can Atlanta even the score? Find out next on EA Sports.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now Thompson to throw on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Thompson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The numbers for Moore last week: 4 catches, 66 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Thompson on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Morrison. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. Thompson. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Let's go.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Darnold on first down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Got some room at the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Back to throw. Thompson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. From the gun, Thompson. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. Off the bootleg, Thompson. And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On second down, McCaffrey shifts by him, and he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Carlson able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 96 yards. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Fournette a first down carry, but he'll get only a couple before defenders are there to meet him.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On third down, it's Morrison, and he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
To throw is Thompson, throwing on first down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Here's a give to Fournette. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 2nd down, it's Morrison trying to run inside, but nothing there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Thompson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now Anderson is slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Panthers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Draw play, Darnold giving to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A handoff left, McCaffrey. Oh, look at the juke. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there. And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board. 3 points is 3 points. And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle. Wright's got it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Fournette running out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Fournette once more on 2nd down. Pretty nice aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On first down, it's Morrison. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 40. the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So the defense... creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Returning it, Johnson. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the interception, here's Darnold. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. On first down, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Darnold completes it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Come on now, let's go.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again is Darnold. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive, 4 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Now here's Johnson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So we come upon. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. Under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. We'll check on his status when we get back. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's Thompson. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now Thompson. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown Falcons. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Darnold. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brandon, they're still in the lead. The momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting like each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now Darnold. Going back to Marshall. He's got him again. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
They'd been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Darnold. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he's brought down. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Thompson now looking to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Complete to Wright. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do this.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Derek Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season. And his kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And
just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he powers his way up past the 30. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back to throw, Darnold. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. Oh, what a move. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. For Marshall, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Darnold to throw again. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. This is McCaffrey on the give. He can't get him down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen. And you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Johnson now returning. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back to throw. Thompson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 16. 11 yards for number 11. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Koo able to connect on the touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Darnold. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it.
And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Here comes Johnson on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage.
And now here's another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 123 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Offside. Defense.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Right back to Hubbard. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Darnold from the gun. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. A couple of former Jets. Darnold to Anderson. First down, Carolina. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Again, McCaffrey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? Returning it, Johnson.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is.
And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that